This rice and pasta recipe will change keto and carnivore forever. The first thing you need to know about this recipe that is unlike any recipe out there is how glutinous it is. You don't have to worry about it crumbling into pieces, tearing apart if you cut it into, say, rice or noodles. Whether you want to make spaghetti with it, linguine with it, lasagna noodles with it, any pasta you want, this substitute will work. And as you saw in the fried rice video, you can make rice too with it. And you may have seen the thumbnail and thought, that thumbnail didn't match the recipe I watched. But the truth is, the rice that was made in that video was my first recipe, and it was done with what I'm about to show you. Now this video is going to definitely be about the equipment. If you have the money, it is a great investment. And if you don't, I have many ways you can make this without this equipment. I just want to give you some tips and tricks if you do buy the equipment. The first thing is a pasta cutter. Now normally you would use these with raw dough. I'm a germaphobe and I really hate the fact that I can't go in here and clean these out after running something through it that had egg. And the recipe that I have for the pasta is my base tortilla. You can run it already cooked through this. You can get fine cut spaghetti. You can get linguine. Now let me show you what the spaghetti looks like. Look at how beautifully this cuts. And with simple pulls, you can separate it very easily, as you can see here. Now, look at the linguine. Nice cut, beautiful noodles. It's easy enough to make that I can make it on demand, which is what I like to do so that I'm using fresh items in my recipe. The next item is a tortilla maker. Guys, this thing is also priceless in the kitchen. I have used this thing so much. A lot of times these have very bad reviews, but it's because of this flimsy handle. The recipe that I make, that doesn't matter. You don't even need to use the handle when you're making my recipe. If you just want to use these handles to press it down, it works perfectly that way. So if this broke off when you had it, you could still make your tortillas. Now a tip for this tortilla press is, as you notice as I close this, see how this is smaller back here and thicker up here? This will create some thickness variation in your tortilla. But when you get good at this, you can simply flip your tortilla before it's fully cooked, and then the actual pressing action will level that tortilla out. And because this will also determine the thickness of your tortilla, how far you press it down when you squeeze out your dough will allow you to have a thicker or thinner tortilla. Go ahead and check out my fried rice video if you haven't already. Guys, thanks for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video.